Welcome in, everybody, to another installment of Planet 76 special edition. This is part of our Planet 76 5-minute recaps following each and every 76ers playoff game. And tonight is recapping Game 2 of the series with the Knicks. Just went final at MSG maybe 30 minutes ago, and not the result we wanted. Heartbreak in every sense of the word. Hard to find a tougher loss, tougher pill to swallow than that one. But the show must go on. Planet 76 5-minute recaps coming every single 76ers playoff game. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the heartbreak. And that is this one tonight against the Knicks. 104-101, Sixers fall at MSG. In Game 2, Knicks take the 2-0 lead. Sixers will return home on Thursday night to try and get one. And looked like tonight was going to be the one, but they couldn't. A lot went wrong late. So, I mean, I don't even know where to go. But Sixers were up by 5 points. So, I mean, everybody's seen it. But up by 5 points with 30 seconds left. Jalen Brunson, after a loose ball, somehow gets it. Knocks down a three that went up off the roof in MSG and came back down and went in. And then, so they're trailing by 2. Sixers trying to inbound. Maxi's getting mugged, getting his jersey pulled. No call. Meanwhile, Nick Nurse is trying to call a timeout. Ref's looking at him, doesn't give it to him. Maxi somewhat gets the ball, tries to control it, jumps for it, grabs it, falls to the ground. Nick Nurse still calling timeout, by the way, and didn't give it to him. Josh Hart comes up with a loose rebound, gives to DiVincenzo. He misses. Knicks offensive board, gives it back to DiVincenzo. He knocks down a three to give the Knicks the 1-point lead with 13 seconds left. Maxey comes back down the floor, drives. Hartenstein gets a block. Knicks OG Anunoby goes to the line for 2 free throws, knocks him down. 6 seconds left. Maxey comes up, tries to get a three, can't get a look, gives it to Embiid. Shoots it up. I think it was even past the clock expired and hit the rim and off. And Sixers lose 104-101. Just an absolute gut punch, heartbreak. There are games in the playoffs that are winnable games. You look at Game 1, for example. That was a winnable game for the Sixers. Started hot. Knicks got hot, took a 12-point lead into halftime. Sixers came back, crawled back, got the lead even. But weren't able to close the deal. Knicks pulled away at the end. But that was a winnable game for the Sixers. And, winning games on the road that are, like, close, like, you really want to get those because those are important because even in a 7-game series, there's going to be a couple games that might not be that close. And so winning a close one on the road is huge. Tonight, though, that's a different level. This wasn't just a winnable game. The game was won with 30 seconds left. And for whatever reason, if you want to blame the Sixers or Kyle Lowry for not calling a timeout because maybe I don't know. Nick Nurse tried, couldn't get it. Then they don't go to Embiid down 1. Maxey gets to the rim, but Hartenstein reaches out and blocks it. Just some questionable calls late, questionable decisions late, and it cost them in heartbreak fashion. So some notables, though, on this one. Joel Embiid, and we'll talk about him in just a moment, though, how he looked. But on the stat sheet, at least, he had 34 points, 10 boards, 6 assists, 12 of 29 from the field, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Missed 4 early, then got back on track. Maxey was elite again, had 35 points, 12 of 22 from the field, 5 of 11 from 3, including one really deep one late that gave the Sixers a 4-point lead after they crawled back in and took the lead. And then not much else. That was a problem. That was a theme. Similar even to Game 1. Not much else going on. Tobias Harris in 41 minutes was 4 for 11 for 10 points. I think all of those, or definitely most of them, came in the first half. I know he didn't score in the fourth quarter. That was Tyrese Maxey time. Kyle Lowry had a big impact in this one, though he had just 8 points. Kelly Oubre didn't have an impact at all. A little bit on the defensive end, but just 4 points, 2 of 7. And then just a 3-man bench. Nicholas Batum, 33 minutes, 6 points. Paul Reed, 9 minutes, had a couple points. Buddy Hield, 15 minutes, 2 points, didn't do anything. He was pretty useless out there. And that's the story. And then the Knicks notables, you got OG Anunoby had 10. Hartenstein, 14 and 8. Again, played a big role, had 4 blocks. 24 for Brunson, 21 for Hart, 4 of 7 from 3. DiVincenzo, 19, 4 of 8 from 3. Miles McBride, Deuce McBride, had a good run there in the third quarter, had 9 points, 4 of 11 from the field. But that was the story. Again, a game of kind of runs, similar start to this one. Sixers got out to the hot start, took a lead, got up to 10 with the lead, and then Knicks scrapped and crawled their way back into this one. It was just a 4-point game at the half, and then the Knicks took a 5-point lead into the fourth, but Sixers got a couple quick buckets from Maxey and Embiid to make it a 1-point game, and then it kind of just went back and forth from there. Sixers did end up taking that lead with just a few minutes left, and obviously weren't able to hold on. But I said we were going to talk about Embiid. Embiid, despite the box score, he is hurt. He's tired. That's what Van Gundy, I guess, said on the broadcast. But like, it's more injury than he is just beat, tired out there. Like, he's laboring. Very, very difficult to watch. Even, I guess, kind of the hope is that, and this kind of sounds weird even to say, but the hope is that it's not worsening. It's just the fact that he's playing, after having surgery in February. Hopefully it's just kind of the reality of the situation, that it's not going to worsen, but he is going to have to struggle throughout the playoffs. So kind of, again, tough to see, but he's giving it all he can out there, and scored 34 points and 10 rebounds, and he's probably like 70% healthy, if that. Certainly at times did not look even that tonight, but again, this is Planet 7-6 5-minute recaps. Quick one, but don't want to, it's a heartbreak. I don't even know what else to say. 104-101, Sixers fall, and it was not pretty. Look ahead a little bit. I mean, the cliche thing is to say, all right, put this one behind you and go, but it's going to be hard. Let's be honest. It's going to be hard to put this one behind. It's going to be hard to regroup and get right and try and make this a series, but, Thursday's coming, and so that's the goal, is that they can come out and play well and win. They played decently well tonight. Again, if someone else steps up other than Maxey and Embiid, they win this game. Or if they get a timeout late in the game, they win this game. There's a lot of variables. If Jalen Brunson's shot doesn't miraculously fall, they win this game. A lot of things up in the air, and yet, regardless of however you shake it, they're down 2-0. That's the reality. They do head to Philadelphia Thursday in what's not technically a must-win, but it is a must-win in our eyes, obviously, on Planet 76. So you got to get that one Thursday, and then, one game at a time. Win Thursday, get to Sunday, give it your best shot, and hopefully send it back to New York, tied up 2-2. But a lot of things have to happen before we get to there. But it is refreshing to be able to come home, and it should be a 1-1 series, but it's not. How are you going to respond? So that's the question that we don't know the answer to yet. Are they going to lie down and lose this thing in 4 or 5, or are they going to fight and respond and truly put it behind them and come out a little pissed off on Thursday and punch the Knicks in the mouth and not just get off to a good start, but get off to a good start and finish it and win the game? That remains to be seen. We got a couple days off, Tuesday, Wednesday, but Thursday night, every game in the playoffs is the most important game, but the most important game of the Sixers season, tonight was that, but it didn't go their way. And so you would have loved to come back. I know, I've said it, but you would have loved to come back to Philly tied 1-1, but you're not. How are you going to respond? Doesn't look good, but it's the first of 4, so that's all I'll say. This is Planet 7-6 5-minute recaps. I'm one of your co-hosts, Troy, and we do want to let you know, too, another episode, full-length episode, regular episode 146 will be dropping as well very, very soon. Michael and I are going to hop on and record a full-length episode, full-length breakdown of all of this. Game 1, Game 2, and a look ahead to Game 3. So be on the lookout for episode 146 But this is Planet 76 5-minute recaps of Game 2. Sixers fall 104-101, and we'll see you next time.